Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey, and he'll get this to the 32. You look at this Patriots defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's Purdy. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This defense for the Patriots, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Connects with Kittle underneath, pushing his way through. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Kittle with the nice hands there, and he's coming off yet another all-pro season in which he was a lone player at his position to eclipse 1,000 yards for the year, and only needed 65 catches to do it. Once he grabs the ball, good luck getting him on the ground.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The tight end Henry here in motion. To throw, it's May. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The 49ers get there. Here comes third down and 7. Here's May. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Throwing here is May. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this to Thornton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Can't escape, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now the timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll throw with May. And pressure coming. They got him once again. Leonard Floyd, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And a substantial run there by McCaffrey, the reigning offensive player of the year. It's coming off the season where he totaled over 2,000 yards from scrimmage for the 2nd time in his career. He truly can do it all.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doc. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. May. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now,
under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The Patriots send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Isaac Dorando on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Come on, D. Hey, quarterback, play your position. Pick it up.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but here's a diving catch right side. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And now they'll shift things around. To the air. May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch,
and the Niners get there and bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
and how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long. It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he's out right at the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And oh, he spins past him and into space. Now he's loose at the 40. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, first and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now an audible here into something else. Back to throw again. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Stevenson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, May with it. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now a second and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton as time expires in the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Well, and that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action. Now Purdy. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Keon White got in there for the sack.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Third and 19. Purdy looking to throw. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus
of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really eliminate them. Not cool.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Purdy. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. Give him 18 on the play.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll throw with May. Checking this down to Stevenson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! Throwing here is May. goes. The 49ers get there. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Douglas, the man in motion.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. May. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with May. Throw left side, and Osborne has it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
To throw, it's May.
Completes it to Douglas.
And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. To the air, May.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They're going on 4th down. May.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now Purdy.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Second down and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a side of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Short pass caught by Henry.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
4th down. Here's May.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey.
146 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now 2nd and 9.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now a give right side McCaffrey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Guys, dig deep.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score.